you more than you imagine, boy. I swear. I love you more than you imagine.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store, The Officer Tatum Store. Ladies and gentlemen, 30% off the entire store. It ends today, the 16th by 10 p.m. We are moving to our new facility, and we need y'all to buy all this stuff so we don't have to move it all. 30% off the entire store except for my new premium line. These are available right now for pre-order. We already got them. We already got ours. Me and the staff, Nick got his. The whole staff, we got ours. Tatum Premium Gear. So go ahead and get it now. We got our hats available. All these hats are 30% off. Everything is 30% off except of our new Tatum line products that are going to be displayed here soon. So make sure you go on there at theofficertatum.com, theofficertatum.com, 30% off the entire store. Like, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. Let's get into this. There was a story that I was looking up earlier. I don't know if it kind of speaks to the same issue that I've been talking about, but the basketball player from Alabama that ended up shooting and killing somebody, it's heartbreaking to me. This young man, Darius Miles, and another man was charged with capital murder. Now, in Alabama, capital murder can consist of if you and another person or you shoot into a vehicle and kill somebody. It's kind of like an aggregate or aggravated charge. So just murdering somebody, you shoot somebody in the street, that's a particular thing. Or if you go out and you shoot in a moving vehicle, that will be considered capital murder. Now, this young man has played basketball for Alabama basketball team. He was a backup. He had sustained an injury, and so it was reported that he was out for the season before this happened. And this young man, with so much promise, and in my personal opinion, could have eventually been a starter, and who knows, could have played in the NBA and made something of himself, going to a university with a scholarship. I'm pretty sure he was on full scholarship. Why is he riding around with another fool with tattoos all over his neck, shooting in the car of another person? They end up fatally shooting a young lady and killing her right near the campus. And this story just bothers me because it's completely avoidable and unnecessary. And this is one of those, I could have been this guy. I could have been this kid. This is one of those scenarios and stories where this is why having a strong father in your life is important, and understanding that sometimes you got to leave the garbage behind. I can almost guarantee you that kid, Darius Miles, was probably not a bad kid. Caught up hanging around with people that have nothing to lose. Michael Davis was the other guy with him. Probably got everything to lose. The boy literally got tattoos all on the front of his neck. You know you're not getting a job. And they riding around, getting into an altercation with somebody, end up firing rounds into a vehicle, killing another young lady. Now, I haven't seen a picture of the female victim, but if I had to roll the dice, I'm pretty sure she was black. Now, will this make headlines? Will this become prominent news? Will somebody somewhere put a T-shirt on and say, please, can we please stop killing each other? No, nobody cares. If a white cop did it, they'll be protesting in the middle of the street. You wouldn't even hear about Martin Luther King Day because Benjamin Crump and Al Sharpton and them will be flying out there to Alabama to make a fuss about it. But if you were to kill another black man, it's not going to matter. Let me read a little bit of the story from the news report. It said about a dozen shots were fired during the fatal shooting of a woman feet from the Tuscaloosa Strip. It says the shots rang out on Gray Street, about 200 feet from the University Boulevard earlier on Sunday morning. Jamia Harris was driving to the Walk of Champions outside of Bryant-Denny Stadium about a third of a mile away seeking help. A police officer parked there found Harris dead inside a vehicle. So after she got shot up, she was driving. It seems like she was driving and looking for help, and then she ended up being found by a police officer that shows that she was dead. A doorbell camera within 100 yards of the shooting captured the gunfire and 2 students fleeing the violence. The kid Darius Miles was literally erased from Alabama's website, their roster, his photo taken down. I mean, they had literally erased this kid and his association with the basketball team. Now, I probably can add this. I'm pretty sure this wasn't his first time getting in trouble, which is why they were so swift to act. But hanging with the wrong people will get you caught up. Young man on the video crying like a baby because you probably going to do some real time. And let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's anybody that's listening to me on the radio right now that's thinking about doing something as stupid as Darius did. But if you think you're going to just be rolling with somebody and they go commit a crime and you think that you're going to get a pass because you didn't pull the trigger, there is something called felony murder. If you were an accomplice in the commission of a murder, whether you pull the trigger or not, you're going to prison with the same charge as the person who actually pulled the trigger. Keep that in your mind before you hang with the wrong people.